Hi guys, so I want to share my Surge Trader audition challenge. Um, this is day one of my audition. For those of you who don't know what Surge Trader is, they're a prop firm, meaning they fund undercapitalized traders or people who just don't want to use their own money, etc. Uh, I did the 25K starter, which is their smallest audition. Figured you got to walk before you can run, right? So uh, basically, I have to make 10% without losing, like, or a trailing drawdown of 8%. Um, and I did do MetaTrader 5, and I chose all the bundles, so there's no stop loss. I do use stop losses in my trading, but uh, it takes longer to get into the trade if I have to put the stop loss in before I even enter the trade. So it's easier for me to just be fast getting into the trade with having that add on. I chose the 90% profit split because why not why settle for like pay like 10 extra dollars now or 20 extra dollars now to then get 90% instead of 75%. And I did choose double leverage as well, because I'm a leverage guy. What can I say? Um, so I wanted to break down my trades for today. So I am the account started with 25K, and unrealized I'm up $124.22, and realized profit I'm up $63. So let me go through some of my trades for today. Go to history. So my first trade was a horrible trade, and and of course, you start a new challenge. You're hoping like, let's make this first one a good one. Took Netflix. It was a monster loss, of $273. Let me pull up that trade and talk about it a little more. So let's see. Here's my Netflix chart. And for those of you that don't know, I trade the PS60 strategy. If you don't know Dan Shapiro at Access to Trader, check him out. Guy's a beast and a great teacher. Um, so I had taken Netflix as it confirmed above this level. Let's look at it on the daily chart so you could see. So what was this? So as it was coming above this pivot high, I wanted to take it above that. So as it confirmed, it put in a high, and then I let it. I usually take it after it confirms above. So the problem with this Netflix trade was I took it as it broke above, and normally I would have already sold part of the trade and set my stop to break even. So this actually would have just been like a very tiny win. But what happened with this trade is the spreads were massive, like massive. Like it was like 40-cent spreads on Netflix, which I kind of wasn't expecting because it's a FANG stock. So, um, so yeah, so like I was kind of caught off guard by that. I know, a rookie move. You could roast me, whatever. Probably not going to trade Netflix again unless it's like the craziest setup and I get in on a limit order. But yeah, so I was already down. Like even up here, I was break even on the trade. So I still held it. Then it came against me, and I didn't get out until it broke below the VWAP. The spreads hit me on the way out too. Kind of got reamed on that trade, so I was like, "Fuck, this really sucks." So then I don't even know if you're allowed to curse on here. Sorry about that. I'll bleep that out if you're not allowed to curse on here. Anyway, so my next trade, it's saying Google, but okay, no. Yeah, you could see by the timestamp it's Meta. So Meta, I took, now it doesn't show my like the multiple exits I took. Let's see. Yeah, so it doesn't show the multiple exits I took, but I could kind of just like, show you where I got in and try to guess a little bit where I got out. But I mean, you could see like this one, there was no chance to get stopped out. I was looking at it. Let me go to the shorter time frame, 15-second time frame. You guys probably think I'm a degen, but I see the entries a lot better on the 15-second time frame. So I got into meta as it confirmed above this daily pivot on the chart, this 289.79 level. So I got in right there, started taking profit on the way up. Slowly scaled out, but I'm still holding that. Let me switch back to the 5 minute. I am still holding a little runner, as you can see from these are the current trades I'm still in. So I had taken, let's see if it shows it on the history. Meta. Yeah, see, I took a full lot, which for those of you that don't know what that is, um, that's equivalent to 100 shares. So you could see like I already sold zero point 0.9 of it. So I'm just holding the equivalent to 10 shares of a runner. I mean, this is like a killer setup on Meta. So I really I'd be fine swinging even more than that. But right now I got 10 shares. If it gives us a juicy retest, I have no problem starting another position and swinging that. But for now, that was kind of my biggest trade of the day. I also I had a nice one on Nvidia and Google as well. Let's see. So what was next? Okay, so Google was next, only a couple minutes after, and I took three lots on that. So still holding some of that as well because that worked out pretty nice. So I took Google above this 121.06 level. So you could ignore this line because I didn't take any entries off that. I just was watching it and put that. Um, so I took it about, see right how it retraced here, and then when it broke that retracement, that's where I got in. I'm probably guessing around here I sold one of the three lots and set my stop to break even. And I definitely sold at least another lot up there, um, and kept my stop at break even. I don't know exactly where I sold more, but I had taken more profit as it got higher. Obviously, smaller than a lot because I'm only holding 0.25 lots, so 25 shares left. That one isn't as nice of a swing setup as you can see from the daily chart as meta. So honestly, I actually wanted to sell like another equivalent of 5 shares of it, but I went to sell the last like 5 minutes of the day, and I didn't realize that you can't trade in Surge Trader. I think it's the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes. I don't know the exact time. I could look it up in another video, but yeah, it wouldn't let me. But either way, my stop set at break even, and that's kind of still like a small amount of shares that I'm comfortable holding overnight. And if it goes, it goes. I have no problem, taking more off at 23 and holding a small piece. See if it gets back to the high. Why not? If it's just a small amount and doesn't matter if it comes back, why not let it make a difference if it goes up, right? So then my next good trade was Nvidia. Oh, I also forgot to say like how much profit you kind of see here, how like the losses and profits. So this is realized profit. So on this Google trade, I'm up. Have a realized profit of 135 and unrealized $15 basically. Um, And for Meta, I have a realized profit of 164 and an unrealized of 47ish, 46.80. No, don't roast me for that. Um, yeah, and then my other solid trade, not quite as good as Google and Meta, was Nvidia. Um, so my realized profit on that is $71. Let me break that down. Okay, so on Nvidia, let me get rid of some of these lines so it's a little more clear. Um, okay, so I got into Nvidia as it started confirming above. I liked it above this pivot. Let's see, delete that. This pivot at 429.19, and so I took it, as it confirmed above that level, which was right here. Took profit into this push, set stop to break even. Took my first profit was about a third of a lot, or I guess a little less because it's zero point 0.3 lots, so it's technically a little less than a third. But yeah, then set stop to break even. I know I took another third off, and I might have even took zero point 0.4 off. Like they were separate trades. Let me see if it actually shows. No, I don't think it shows. Is it in journal? No, it doesn't. It doesn't show the exact outs, but I do remember selling another third into that strength, and then at some point saying like, let me just sell another zero point 0.1 to make it a fourth, so I just have like an even 0.3 left. Set the stop to break even. Um, it came back. I got stopped out, break even on the rest, and the reason you see these little losers is because I did a little bit of over trading. No one's perfect, right? So I had taken I had taken a half a lot, so the equivalent of 50 shares, and tried to play this bounce. Um, but I didn't. I was like, just if it just pushed a little bit higher, I was gonna sell like zero point 0.2 of it or zero point 0.1 of it and set the stop to break even. Didn't, came back, got out once it broke below, left it alone. Another kind of BS trade I took, or it was kind of two little. One was me chasing it. Never chase. Don't do as I do. Even if I pass this challenge, don't do as I do. Um, so let me break down that Apple trade. It was I was trying to take it at the 5 day moving average. Of course, it ends up kind of holding it at the end of the day, but it was on this big flush through. I think it was like right around this area, and it just kept flushing, and I lost the trade. Stopped out for a small loss. So at least I kept my losses small, and came back from starting the day down 273. And yeah, guys, that's my first day for the Surge Trader audition. Um, Hopefully, I don't have any more big losses like this, and I'll keep uploading videos every day and breaking down my trades. Hopefully, I pass this audition, guys. Um, Take care.